There we go.
Hey.
Perfect. This is just gonna be like this one today is just gonna be like an overview of what we did what the tape team did the entire year. So it's just not like a oh my goodness, I was like slideshow. There we go. So I just do a quick presentation of everything that you guys did. Man, you guys did a lot this year. Oh Lord, you guys were busy this year.
Yeah.
So congratulations on all the work. So I'm just gonna run through all the things that you guys did that, that I found. If I miss anything, just let me know because I might have missed something. So and then I just tell us what's going on for the next year, and we wrap it up and get going. Yeah, perfect. So the first thing that I saw is one of my favorites in the calculation token, the current record ID. For I love this. I use this so much for very advanced and technical stuff when I do like coding with cloud for workers and stuff. This is so helpful. So this is fantastic. That was done this year. And then we got the of the external IDs in the app developer info. Super helpful too for advanced stuff. Okay, we also got a two-step verification. So I think
Oh,
that was
yes.
launched this year. Very useful too to have. And then continuing on, we also have the session duration in the user security settings. As I think that's new. So you go there, you can change the duration of the, it's one of the features that was launched this year. And we also have the live avatar and profile photos. When you're working with the team, you can see there who's viewing it now. Very useful when you are working with a lot of teams. Super useful. And we got the block spacing and column gap in the new layout. You can tell the spacing, which is very cool and very helpful. And for what else we got? We got the forms template that was launched this year, so you can go in the forms and download a template and use it as a starting point. Very useful. And what else we got? Oh, they clear all your form data with one click. So on the top left corner, you have everything filled out. You can clear it so you can start over. What else do we got? Oh, the form rules. That's another thing that was launched this year. The form rules, with adding conditions to the form. Super cool. What else we got? The file field forms that you can attach files in the forms. And we got the image field for the forms. Same thing as the file. What else do we got? We got a mobile app update to create and edit records via the tape app. It's you can do basic editing. It's very useful for quick stuff. And then that is for the tape part, the new record private beta for the layout that we've been using for us here on the tape partners. It's really cool. It's really cool. Just missing the relationship field and the calculation field to be able to onboard basically everything over there. And then what else we got? Oh, and you guys that went to Barcelona, I wish I could have gone, but hey. So that's a couple of you guys in Barcelona. And the last thing I got for a slide that cannot be overstated is Jason 1000 likes received, which deserves much, much praise. Jason, you're on
Much
your own in
deserved.
that category. It's nobody else.
Nobody else.
So yeah, congratulations on that. So that's basically. Did I miss anything? Any feature I missed?
Well, I mean, there's been loads
Um,
of little ones, isn't there? That you sneak
Yeah,
in without telling anybody.
yeah.
Loads of little tweaks and improvements. One question I've got though, the record ID, which is an amazing thing to be able to drop into that calculation field, but why is it not a number?
uh,
I can take over here. So Jason, the thing is, we looked at the unique ID field where you can also have like a prefix and suffix. So that was the reason why we thought it should be a string rather than a pure number. If I remember correctly, that's the only reason. Otherwise, you would have been right, of course. But we wanted to give people the ability to actually use the formatted unique ID as well.
Okay, cool.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it's not, it doesn't matter. I just have to type a few more words. That's all.
Yes.
It's not a problem for you. The new number or a person. Yeah,
Yeah. Hey, Carson, what's going on?
Carson.
Sorry to be a little late jumping on. Hello,
No problem.
fellas.
Hey, great to see you.
Yeah,
So I think it was a lot of small stuff. Also, we released like the for the text field, the formatting options.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of the JSON option and a lot of stuff for the new record. Maybe I take over for a second. We prepared
go ahead.
a small presentation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to give you an overview where we're going, where we went this year and where we're going next year, and also a small presentation for some stuff we're just at the moment working on. So I try to share.
Mhm.
So I'm now sharing. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
So just a small presentation. I will jump over of stuff which is too much for the webinar, but some people already maybe know the presentation because we showed parts of it, but we updated this in Barcelona and we updated it for the webinar. So 2025 in a review and what's next. So overall, we counted 120 plus features to build a foundation for everything to come. But this is not the huge features like forms or new record frame. It's all the small stuff, field settings, small features in every field type, or also like Louis showed, update the unique ID in the developer settings. So we counted every release of a feature in this count. And where our main focus this year was the new record canvas. This is our, as you know, it's a fully self-developed core technology for the forms, for the new record, and for the dashboards. So we also invested a lot of time in making things better there. The multi-select, the undo redo options, adapted it to the new record, built the spacing option because it's important to have for the record. Then we built a new record frame, which is at the moment exclusively accessible for our partners. We rebuilt the whole architecture, introducing record layouts. We will also focus on next year. We rebuilt the field frame and the foundation for different opening types, starting with center peak and full page. And we built the foundation for a smarter core, introduced tape rules engine with a very powerful and secure JavaScript client sandbox. At the moment, we just built our first tool for showing and hiding fields based on single multi-select. But as the headline shows, we wanted to tell you that we just built the foundation, the hard foundation for a lot of features to come. And at the moment, so our current roadmap is we released the forms beta this year and the new record beta. The forms is 44 features, the new record beta was 51, and some features in between to get to the full number. And at the current phase, we are completing the remaining features for the new record and developing all the remaining field types for a new record, web forms and mobile. And currently, we are heavily focused on the relation field. This is a huge project for us because a relation field, as you know, is a core, absolute core for many, many use cases. And we see a lot of potential to make this much better and much more powerful to really have a unique experience here. And when we have released all of that, we have with our mobile shared record for the mobile app, mobile editing, web forms, and new record with all fields. And then we will focus on the mobile app upgrade, full redesign, and improvement of the mobile experience. So what's next? for us from foundation to flexibility. So we will develop all remaining field types with release in forms, new record, and mobile. They will be immediately available for all users. No waiting for full rollout of all field types with the easy switch to the new record experience. And everything is built using the collected feedback from our community. So when we get to new field types, we'll ask for feedback, and we will try to bring all the feedback of you guys into the field types and the features. And then we will fully responsive and adaptive layouts. So you will be able to have dedicated layouts for record creation, record opening, and mobile. Even and dedicated blocks to make records more structured, like tabs, expandable sections, and so on. And optimized for mobile, web, and public sharing without login, which was also very important for many users. And then advanced rules and front-end logic. So we will add new rules based on community feedback, field and block-specific rules, actions, and direct JavaScript support, and introducing record pages for next steps, stream flows, and guided inputs. So now I can hand over to Tim to the from feedback to features, and I close my screen sharing and hand over to Tim.
Thank you, Leo.
He can show.
Yeah, so I once again have the honor to do a live demo. Let me check. Can everyone see my screen, hopefully? You should see the starry night over the Rhone from our collection. Okay, great. So what I would like to show you is just a bit of smaller things we've been working on over the past weeks. While working on the relation field, we also looked into a few other style options that were actually still open from the transfer from the forms. So as you all know, we use the same field frame and the same styling options. We share them between the forms engine and also the new record engine. And there were a few new requirements that we had to implement. And the first one is when you focus an input, previously in the forms and also in the record, you have this active border here, right? You see like a blue border around the input. And this is now also customizable. So what you can do is you can select your fields and hit the style settings. And this is the new option here. It's called active style. And you can choose a style for the line. And you can also choose the color, which is cool. So for example, you could make this green now and have a strong focused line. And once I input this, or once I go in, you see that I get a green border, which is also great for highlighting certain fields, because you can use that to have different focus styles for different fields to indicate the priority or the criticality of a field. It's just a detail, but I think it's great, and I'm curious to see what you will come up with and how you are going to be using this. It's just a small thing, but it has a big impact actually. The next feature that was actually a feedback we also received from a few partners, and also noticed while we were building the templates that sometimes, because of all the style options that you have, with great power also comes complexity, right? So sometimes it's not easy to know what style settings you choose or you chose for one field, and to have it in a synced style for a section, for example. So let's say I want to, in the section down here, I want to change this to, let me check. I can, for example, move the label to the top and also show the field icon. So I want to have this in a slightly different style, right? And now a constant pain that we had is, what about the other fields down here? I need to click, do quite a few clicks in order to get a similar appearance for the other fields. And what you can do now is you can click here, click copy style. As you know, like the I think it's a magic wand in some tools, or like a, I don't know the English word, but you know that from other software probably. What you can do now is you can just select your other fields. Let me check. I will start with these two, and you can hit the paste style button, and it will just apply all the styles from the other fields. You can select them individually, paste the styles. It's also just a minor detail, but it saves you a lot of time while building. And it's also great to check out different styles for sections or for your entire record and experiment with it in an easier way. Yeah, so that is I love this feature. Sorry, yeah. Questions?
Tim, for me, it was magical to copy and paste the style to other app. This was
You can also
magic.
do that. Yeah, you can also do that. It's true. What Stefan is saying, because it's basically the field frame itself does not differ between apps, right? It's one of these building blocks that you can also you can actually do that even between a form and a record. So once you have carefully configured your field style, you can hit the copy button and also go to another app and apply it there. We can actually try that now. So it will probably not fit in here very well, but I will still do it. I am notorious for messing up the carefully crafted templates during the demos. I've done that in the past, and I will do it again. Paste style, you see now it applied the style from the other, including my green active style that I configured. So this is pretty cool. It's useful, and it will save you a lot of time because we noticed so many options. It's also a lot of clicks. And this saves you a few clicks along the way. The next one will be the general overhaul of the style menu. It's just it's a few details, but if you go in here, we now have, for example, you see the headline now tells you which field type it is. It's just a detail, but like this is a single select field, right? And if I go in here, it will say it's single text field. This one is a multi-line text field. So you know the field type. There was also feedback that we got. Sometimes, because of all these style options, you don't even know what field it is anymore. And now you see that here. You see the field type. You have the sections are a bit restructured. There's also different icons to prevent users from misclicking, because sometimes you would click the wrong options. I wanted to edit the field, but I would click the style options and the other way around. So this is now visually differentiated more clearly. And also the style menu itself is restructured because we figured that with the relation field, with the concept of the relation field, there will be quite a few of new options that are only dependent to the field type. So this is why these sections on top here are now field type dependent, and the general style settings are down here, which will apply to every field in the same way. And last but not least, we have a cool new thing. Yeah, you can now color your board columns. Also, just a detail, but if you hit the customize button, it should be somewhere in here. Let me see. Card size. Here, color columns. So in the group menu. So this is how it used to look, and this is how it looks now. Just a detail. I love it. So we use it for our development board for the tape issues now, and I already got used to it. And probably, yeah, it's hard to find by accident, so that's why we tell you. Yeah, and now, did I forget anything, guys? All right, it's okay. Yeah, but yeah, hold on, but because we brought something that we wanted to show you that is not on the release list yet, but it should be worth adding because while we were crafting the new relationship field, we also had to think about how relations are going to look, of course, in the new record, right? So, and we also had to take all the feedback that we got and all the new inputs into crafting something really powerful. And we noticed along the way that I can show you right now. So this is like the basic version of a relation, how it will look like. But as you notice, I'm in the old record. And this is something that along the way, as we implemented this, we noticed that we can actually leverage the new batch and show it in the old record with not a lot of effort, which has the great advantage, obviously, that you can actually use it right now. They're not blocked by the beta or switching to the new record layout. And let me check. I will just paste the deploy for now. Yeah. And this here would be the new relation batch, which also has a few of the capabilities that the new record will have. For example, you can pick other fields than just the title. In the past, you would only see the title in a relation, and now you can actually add fields in here, as many as you like. You can rearrange them, which is pretty cool. And you can also switch on or the labels on or off, and I can show you how this looks. Yeah, as you can see now, I have my task that is related to a project record and tape, and I can see a lot of additional information in here, and I can fully configure this. So you can configure it for every relationship field, which is also really nice, because in other systems you could only have one related batch layout, right? So you would go into the projects app and choose how your related batches will look like. But we came from the other way around. So we thought, okay, actually this is a feature that is relevant right here, where I have the relation field, right? So this is a setting that you will find inside the relation field itself. I'm just deploying this right now, so you should have access in a few minutes after a refresh. So if you go to the old app creator here, old but gold, and hit the more options, there's 3 dots here. This is what should be appearing for you, and then you can configure this. And one detail also is that you can actually update. Category fields in here. So I can, for example, move this project to done right from the task, and I will be updating the project. You can also update the tags in here. So this is valid for single and multi category fields and for status fields right now. The other fields can just be displayed but not edited. Yeah. So I hope you like this, and we thought this is a nice surprise for before Christmas. And this is a subset already of the relation batch for the new record. So it will, Leo, correct me if I'm wrong, but the relation batch will look almost exactly like this, but just with a few additional features, right? Yes. So there will be a few additional tweaks, but this is basically the new relation batches. And we thought it's a cool thing to have the value right now already. Yeah, sorry, Leo?
Yeah, that's exactly how Tim said. So we'll have more options in the new record, but the most valuable options are that you can see your properties and can change status and select fields. So we wanted to bring you that capability to the classic record already.
And you can view the related item as a table.
Not yet, because this is something we will. This is something we already prepare in the foundation for the new record, but we won't roll it out because our main goal is to roll out all fields as fast as possible and then upgrade the fields. Because when we went really deep in the relation field, we can spend months in the relation field. So we wanted to roll out a really good foundation and great features, but to show a view and to create record in another record is something we want to build later.
Okay, cool. And
you should have it now. Sorry, Jason. If you refresh, you should already be able to use the feature. So it's live now. Sorry to interrupt. Didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah. It's all there. So that's great.
Thank you.
I was just going to say, you've updated the status colors and look.
Yes. Yes.
Are you going to do the single select and multi select as well?
Yes, we wanted to have them separate because at the moment you can't distinguish between a single select, a multi select, and a status field. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to have different styles between a status and a single select or multi select field. So you have the rounded corners and you have the dot for status that you always see, because a status field can't be empty. So, or it has to be required, and in a new record, you can make it empty, because we need to track, is a record done or not done, because it's important for some reports and for the progress bar in the view, in the split bys, in the views. So this is something different than a status field, because it's also important for the focus, and so we have to make a different style. Yeah.
Makes sense. They look good, by the way.
Thank you.
I have a question so the field setting per relationship field for outgoing relationships, I can go there and change it. Is there anywhere to control for incoming relationships to an app how much is displayed on those items, like down at the bottom with related items? Can we control, or what determines what is displayed there?
Yeah, unfortunately, only the outgoing relations are at the moment possible for the classic record, because it would have been, we checked the current feature in the incoming section. We had to build different special menus, because there is no menu in the current app creator for the incoming section. For the new record, the incoming section will really be something unique, because it will be, you can move it, you can change stuff, you can have a lot of possibilities. It's near to a view. You can do a lot of stuff with it, but in the classic record, it would be too much overhead to build all the features to the classic record.
Okay. This looks awesome.
Thank you.
Really good.
Yeah.
Won't need long, complicated calculation fields anymore.
Yes. Right. The title calculation.
Less strain on the system.
Yeah, I'm just looking at what I built yesterday, and like the calculation field, giving all of the related, other related records and their information is like there, and like it's I probably don't need it anymore.
One question about the rule: is this per app, because it's at the field setting level, it's not a user setting, right? So as partners, we have access and we can make changes. Anyone who views the app will see those changes, right?
Yes. At that moment, we released it, so every relation badge and tape for every user will now look different. You have the new style, and now you are able to show and hide the properties or the fields you like to show to the customers.
Okay. So any admin user, it's not just partners that have this ability. Anyone can do that now.
Anyone.
Right.
Some small things about the relation. If you hover to the member field, you can see edit by and created by. This I'm using a lot. So there are two timestamps: edit by, the member name, and the
at
date.
The bottom. Yes.
In the bottom, yeah. If you just hover on the button, and the next is you can click on the workspace name or app name to navigate. Probably, Tim, can you show it? Then everybody.
Of course. Hold on a sec. I should be back sharing. Can you see my screen? Yeah. So what Stefan just mentioned is you can hover down here on the. So this will show you the in the 2 hours ago will be the last modified date, I believe, Leo.
Yes.
Yeah. And the created by is also there. So you have the created by, edited by, and also the timestamp in the tooltip, which can be a great meta info. And you can also here I can click on project to navigate to the project app, and I can click on task management to navigate to the workspace, which in this case will be the same, but still just a detail. Yeah. And as we said, you have the editing functionality just for the category fields. But this is the new editing UX.
And you can also hide the field titles if you want to have it more compact. It's also an option. You can choose.
Yep, now it's hidden and we should. Yeah, you see, now you just see the values. And then you will have a tooltip that tells you what the field name is. Yep. Step by step.
Step by step.
Well, now I'm going to spend all afternoon going in and fixing relationship fields for you. You didn't tell me I needed to block out a whole day for this call.
I hope it's still a present, Carsten.
Yeah. If the client pays for it.
Is it billable hours to the client if I'm just changing it for my own personal preference?
If you optimize every single relation batch and tape, and we all know how, actually, when we rolled this out internally, we figured how valuable this is. We underestimated the value because, let's be honest, the previous relation batch was, very primitive. It was okay because our relation field is complex. It's also powerful, but the display was like very basic. And then when we rolled this out, everyone was like, wow, this is a game changer, right? When we would have our team meeting and somebody would relate an issue to the meeting, right? And then we would see the related batch, like with what's the status of the task, and also something like the due date, and you would see it right. So it's basically like having one depth, one layer deeper, right? You look onto your thing, and you also look onto your related thing. It's like saving one click. What Carsten also posted in the community, I think, and we were really happy, Carsten, when you gave your feedback, because we knew that many of these things are covered by the relation batch. Not all of them, but many at least.
Like being able to change a category field or a status is, yeah.
This is something we also prepared because the new overlays for the category fields we built for the new record, we can use the relation batch. So, and when we roll out member field or date field, the new overlays will also work for the relation batch. So you will be also able to change a member or a date as long as we roll out the overlays for these field types.
Yeah, it's cool.
And it was a great synergy because we are basically locked into this big project, the new record, and we were really happy to have something that we can carve out and release immediately. It's not easy because most of the time, the as Leo said, the classic, because the classic record that sounds better. So the classic record is also from a technical perspective, it's a bit old. So that's why it's harder for us to roll things out. But in this case, it was definitely worth the while because it's a few months now where you can use this already.
Yeah, use it right now.
I've been playing with it for a little bit too. On my end, it's gonna save a lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also fun to think about. Actually, what Carsten said previously, so it's also fun to think about in which app or which relationship field will you need which properties. It's like it depends on your process, right? And so it's fun. It's not trivial. Because of course you can just switch on everything, but then we have a gigantic batch with everything. Yeah, so you will not be able to see any valuable information anymore because everything will be in there. Yeah.
Actually, it got me curious. I'm gonna turn everything on, see what happens.
Yeah, you can do that. We didn't prevent it.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Nice. That's a good one.
Look at that.
Really nice.
See?
Cool.
Nice. Excellent. So we got wow, you guys are amazing. I gotta say that. This is like I said, that what you've been building is amazing. Yeah.
It's a small thing, but the impact is big.
Mm-hmm.
So at least for us, rolling it out it's more than you think. Everyone was like, how could we survive without this? So it was always like, we cannot go back. We cannot go back. And hopefully it will be the same for you. It's these little things that count a lot sometimes.
Yep. Excellent. So you guys covered everything. Anything that you guys want to say? Anything else?
Thank you for your all your help and all your contribution in the community.
Yeah, and I'm working on something too. I'm gonna hopefully by February, hopefully. So we'll see. This just keeps me busy. Yeah, so I'm gonna share with the community later on. So, well, super happy to be using tape for this. There's so many platforms that don't even come close to this. So you guys are way ahead. So
Good to hear.
Yeah.
The new record will be a game changer.
Yep.
And
it will. Yeah. Perfect. So we're good to go. Anybody else in the call that wants to add anything to the call?
I just have a question. I know it's a forbidden question, but since as you released these relationship fields for the classic record, does that mean we're looking for a fairly soon relationship in the new record, or is that still a ways off? I get that's a forbidden question, but you're very close because we just saw it and we can use something very close.
Yeah, it's still some time, Carson, unfortunately, because we wanted to build the relation badge first because we understood that we can roll it out to you, but we have some fundamental stuff to do because a lot of guys in the community ask for the dynamic filtering of the relation search. We want to go into very detail to understand if we can do it in a reasonable amount of time, because it's requested from many people. The classic one that you relate a company and you only find the context from that company. So we have like the relation field is 4 parts for us. The new creation process of a relation field and the settings, the field settings. Then maybe if it's we can get it in a reasonable time, the filtering and sorting of relation entries. Then the incoming section of relations, the new dynamic incoming relation block. So it will be we also plan. We're just in the middle of it. We're not sure of everything yet, but we plan that you can add multiple incoming sections and turn off and turn on different apps. Then we have the relation search, because the current relation search is one of my most hated old features. And so we want to put a lot of effort in it. That it's the best relation search out there. You can show the fields within the search, and it will be quite magical. So it's still some stuff to do, but because we don't want to, we have some fields. It's just like when you do a new date field or a new unique ID field, it's just days of work. But you don't change the product with or you leverage the product with an extraordinary unique ID field. But with a great relation field, you have so much more use cases which become better. So it will still take some time to have it at the level we want to have.
So
Totally fair. I just know I'm going to get asked that. As soon as the clients see this new relation, they're going to say, does that mean we can use it over there? And I just want to be realistic on, am I telling them next month, or am I saying still be patient? So I'll tell them to be patient.
Yeah.
Excellent. So I think we're on 40 minutes in the call. So I think we're good to go. I would like to wish everybody an amazing Christmas and a happy new year in advance, and we will see each other next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Thanks,
thank you,
everyone.
Tape Team, for bringing us on
To
this
you.
journey with you.
No, yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
thanks for being part of it, and have a great holiday season.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Yeah.
enjoy the time.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys.
See you all.
Take care.
Thank you.
See you next
Happy
year.
holiday. Happy
Happy
holiday.
holiday. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Stay
Bye-bye.
healthy.